Hi guys. We're up in here, up in my studio, just still living this interesting life on this project. We didn't have two chairs, so Anna-Laura is on my bike.
I don't think the whole video is gonna be like this.
And so, I don't know exactly what we're talking about here, but I mean, we were just kind of talking about the idea of sharing what it's like to be, like to kind of just have these waves of freelance life. Sometimes things are slow, and you good?
Yeah, I'm great. It's just a little uncomfortable, but anything for the viewers.
Anything for the viewers. Yeah, so, I mean, the freelance life is just like this. Sometimes it's super slow, and then sometimes you just have these seasons of life that's just like, you don't even know what's going on. So, anyways, we're in one of those seasons right now, and I thought it would be kind of interesting for her to share her perspective of what this is always like.
Yes. So my perspective. So I love the lifestyle. This feels very chaotic. I want to just apologize for how much is going on in this studio right now. But that kind of feels like life currently, a bit chaotic. I love the flexibility that his freelance work has provided for our life. And, oh boy, are we getting closer to my face?
Yeah.
Okay. Brought myself up. That lighting is good.
Yeah, this lighting is so bad.
It's really bad.
It's pretty late. We put Isla down a little bit ago, and so now we're just in the backyard. So it's dark out, and the lighting's always really bad in here. Sorry.
Yeah. We look better in real life. We look healthier. We look a little unwell
Yeah, we do.
in this lighting, but we're well. We're not anemic. But yeah, so love the lifestyle that this has provided, because the flexibility of Cody being able to stay home with Isla is awesome. But then the moment a huge project comes in and a great opportunity, just kind of throws us for a loop. So it's definitely a good thing, but I don't think it's a lifestyle for everybody because it's not predictable.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
It's for somebody, and I'm kind of a planner myself, so I like predictability, and so it's been a big transition for me because I really want to be chill and go with the flow. That's my biggest desire. It's made me have to learn to be that a little bit more, but yeah, I don't know. Do you have specific questions you'd like to ask me? I feel like I'm doing a horrible job.
No, you're doing a great job. What? I mean, one thing that we've worked through, I had a job earlier this year, right after we had Isla, that was pure madness. And at that point, I didn't have any boundaries set.
Yeah.
And so this round, we've done a really good job of setting boundaries with the client.
Yeah.
And setting really clear expectations. So you could speak on that a little bit.
That's huge. So with this first project we had, Isla was 4 weeks old. For anybody with kids, you recognize how silly that was. We were like, oh, we'll know how to be parents when she's 4 weeks. That was hysterical of us. We're adorable. But it was like, you just had this huge opportunity in front of you with this massive client, the biggest opportunity of your career, and you're like, whatever they need to do, or whatever I need to do for this client, I'm going to do. I want them to be happy, and this will get me to the next step. That's just your mode. And we realized real quickly that no amount of money, no type of opportunity, it was worth what it was doing. We were exhausted. Our mental health was immediately struggling.
We weren't getting to see each other.
No, and we had a newborn, and honestly, Cody and I are kind of best buds. Like, we just love to be together, even before Isla. And so it was like, you know what? Nah, this isn't it. We thought this would be it because it it was the right client and the right opportunity and like the right amount of money that was great with me having to go part-time. But it just, even though it made sense on paper, it didn't make sense for our lives and what our goals were. So with this next client, it's also been a wonderful client. It's been like, look, most important to me, I have to be out at this time each day. And so every single day of this project, Cody has been able to be a part of Isla being like put down for bed, and he's with us on the weekends, and we've been able to keep family a priority, which for us is huge. And so yeah, I think key there is boundary with patience. And yeah,
another thing too with our specific lifestyle, so I'm watching Isla 3 days a week right now. Like that's our plan. I watch her 3 days a week. She watches her 2 days a week while she works. She works 3 days a week, and then I watch her while she's working. Then I work 2 days a week. She watches her while I'm working. And so we've had to, this project has required us to pull in our families to help with that. And that's been so, I mean, it just, we felt so bad for doing that, for having to use them like that to watch her while we do this. And it's required a lot of driving on their part. We're meeting halfway between where I grew up and where they live and all of this. And it's been such a sacrifice on their end as well. So it's like these projects, they just end up being a lot of give and take, and
a lot of sacrifice.
A lot of sacrifice, yeah. But then again, it's like, it's just always, I mean, it's always been worth it to a degree as well. Like these little pockets are just give you the peace of mind to like be able to not stress about things for a little bit, and you know that you're going to have those deep swells where nothing is coming in, and so these projects just kind of fill in that void. And we're just at the same, it's like they're a huge sacrifice, but also they're just, if you can figure out how to manage them and how to get them to respect your lifestyle and your family and all that sort of thing, then you can really get them to work for you, and that's pretty cool. So we're just in the middle of learning. Like, I haven't had giant clients and things of that nature until this year. Like the scale of client that I haven't even told you guys what studio I was working with, but I'll go into that at some point. It was an amazing thing. So yeah, it's just a totally different breed of work, and we're trying to figure out how to do that, and especially how to do that with a kid, because this is still, I mean, yeah, it's all, I don't know where I was going with that.
I feel like something we know our priorities, but this year has forced us to constantly to step back and say, okay, you're in it as far as this opportunity, like it's here, but again, stepping back, what do we want our life to look like? What is most important to us? And it's never been money. It's like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes then when you have money presented to you, it's like, well, but if I just worked a little bit more, then we could pay my grad school loans off. Or if we just worked a little bit more, we could pay our house off. And it's really easy to get into that mindset. And so I think for us, it's just been constantly like recentering of, you could work more, and you could get hired by more clients. But then ultimately, is that giving us what we really want out of life, which is no. So it's been a huge learning year for us.
And it is really cool to find out that you don't value money as much as you thought you did.
Yeah.
You hear it, you get in those opportunities where you could make a lot of it.
Yeah.
You end up turning a lot of that down, and you find out it just doesn't matter. Of course you have to have your means paid for, but anything above that it's just kind of washed out. It doesn't give you nearly as much of the satisfaction as you would think.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I mean, perspective from Miss Anna Laura.
Yeah.
Is that Mrs.? How do you say that?
Mizra's.
Mother?
No.
Yeah.
Mizra's? Is that how? I don't know.
Wait, that's real?
I felt like I had a
Mizra's?
teacher. Mizra's.
That means
that a
you're
thing?
a mom?
No. No, it's
And Mary?
MRS. Mrs.
No, that can't be real. I thought you just said Mrs. even for that.
We're gonna
Anyways,
Google. Stay tuned for next Tuesday, and we'll let you know.
maybe.
Oh, okay. We're just not making promises.
All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday.